Radio back with another one. Hey, we did a very, very long stream last night. I know people don't have time to watch a 7-hour stream, over 7-hour stream, but there was an important revelation that came in this stream, and it had to do with creator Tiffany Marie. You guys know her from the Summer Wellness community. Now, it came to my attention. This lady is she's really starting a lot of problems, like within a lot of creators. Like last night, we revealed a list on how many creators it was. I think it was over 40, just in true crime, basically. But Tiffany Marie is somebody who, she likes to really throw your mistakes and stuff. And she comes from the drama community, and there's a lot of information over there. But I'm just going to cut right to it. This is a leaked phone call where Tiffany's bragging about how she likes to shoplift. Unfortunately, she's high, so there's some substance abuse issues there. But she is, more importantly, there's a ever-longing debate for some reason about this Dunkin Donuts incident, and people bring it up. Like I just said, she'll go and attack people, and people they know about the Dunkin Donuts incident. But this video here has 3,000 views. It's not that many. So I know if I had not seen, this is the first I heard it last night, I got to bring it to you. I know you don't have time to watch 7-hour live, but, this is important for the people who are getting bullied by this woman. We don't do bullying over here, bullying prevention. And so just have a listen. And grab your carrots or popcorn, whatever you prefer. And we're going to get into it now.
They said that I basically didn't have a case because the cops tell you to get out of the car, you get out of the car, but, I didn't, so I sat in the car for 20 fucking minutes. I rolled the fucking window up on the cop's arm. I was he grabbed me through my window. He literally grabbed me with both hands, grabbed me right through my fucking window, and I, just a reflex, went to go shut the window, and it was an accident. All right, I'm going to read you the article. Hold on. Okay, so it says, woman is accused of blocking Dunkin drive-thru.
So this is the article that was written from the arrest at said Dunkin Donuts, and this would be Tiffany Marie herself reading the article.
Lane. Police said the woman is facing a disorderly conduct charge after she threw an empty cup at a Dunkin Donuts worker at the drive-thru window and then refused to leave because the worker who had given her her cup would not shake her coffee for her. Okay, remember that. That's what they said. I wouldn't leave because she wouldn't shake my coffee. No, I wouldn't leave because she didn't give me my fucking receipt. She didn't give me the fucking lid to my cup or my straw, and she didn't give me 2 orange juices that I paid for. Yeah, 2 orange.
So real fast, to me, this is very it sounds like an entitled person, and I gotta be honest. Who cares about if a Dunkin Donuts arrest? But it's for years the pushback and the no, that wasn't me and that didn't happen. To learn that she's literally admitted this herself should be a wonder and joy to many. But it's very interesting. Let's have a listen.
Orange juices, the lid, the straw, and my receipt. Okay, she might as well have had my fucking debit card behind the fucking window. Okay, officers were called to the shop at 10:35 a.m. Tuesday with
all personal information will not be included.
Reports that a woman had just thrown something back through the window and was refusing to leave. What I did was I tossed the cup that I had to ask for because they wouldn't shake my coffee for me. I had to do it myself. So I asked for a cup. She didn't want to give me a cup. And then she was like, you have to pay for it. So I was like, okay, no problem. So I paid 39 cents for a plastic cup. I mixed my drink and went to go give her back the fucking cup. And this big Jamaican bitch in the background was like, don't you take that cup back from her. So I tossed it up on the counter and it fucking was lightweight. It was a plastic cup. Dude, there was nothing in it. Nothing. I used it to mix my own drink. And it bounced off the window counter onto the floor behind.
just straight like this is like I'm just getting as I'm holding the phone up here and let you guys listen. This I'm just getting the visual. It's like a just like a brat, um, and the way she said that like that big Jamaican B word. What I'm envisioning is just like she's just got mad because the worker did not do exactly what she wanted at the very second that she wanted, and she like stirred her stuff. She got mad that she had to do that herself, and she just like threw it at the lady, like who are you? You're nothing. That's just the way that I view this. Let me know in the comments.
The girl. Okay, so finish listening to this. Where was I? Let's see. Just thrown something back through the window and was refusing to leave. Yeah. Okay. These guys said officers arrived to find Tiffany, 31, sitting in her car blocking the drive-through lane. Said the officers observed several workers walking in and out of the store in an effort to serve other customers, which they did. They didn't want to fucking give me my shit, and they didn't want to give me my receipt back, and I wasn't fucking moving. I was like, fuck no, you're going to give me what I paid for, because I already paid for my order. I paid for 2 orange juices that I still haven't gotten. I'm not going fucking nowhere. So yes, they brought all the orders out behind me and handed everybody else their shit instead of just giving me my shit so I could drive away.
So I mean, in this example, back to the entitled brat comment. Like, there's been many times I've gone to McDonald's or whatnot, and you go to the window and they don't have the order completely ready, so you just pull up a little bit, and they usually bring it out. Sometimes, I could be pulling up to that spot and have a whole crap load, like a big party thing. Who knows how much stuff I ordered? But the guy behind me has a burger and a fry. They might give him his stuff first. I don't start throwing things at people. Being entitled Karen. Just my opinion, though. Let's get back to the receipts on Tiffany, the leaked phone call of Tiffany telling people about her own Dunkin' Donuts fiasco that she always says does not happen. Now, also, there's lawsuit talk in this. Pay attention to she had if I can recall it on this right, there was an individual recording the event too. Now, this is the child advocate, the Summer Wells creator, the true crime creator, who is a creator on YouTube that starts trouble with people, as you've been seeing around the community. Let's get back into it.
Hand to the Bible. Hand to the Bible, girlfriend. I will fucking tell you, if I was lying, I had it all on my fucking dash cam, and my son was recording the whole thing. So this is no word of a lie. Where was I? Okay. Let's see. Oh my god, I'm high, so I totally lost my place. Okay, sitting in her car, blocking the drive-thru lane.
Wow! What a word salad that was, and a lot of interesting things there to learn. But there is one more thing I would like to share. We like to cover true crime, and we talk about all crime over here. And sometimes we can be almost like a behavior analyst, if you will. And what I also had to share with you guys on this leaked audio was what we're going to hear now is the confession of a shoplifter, and this is like the art of a criminal, and it's almost the inside aspect of how a criminal thinks of their shoplifting ways. Now, brace yourself, grab carrots or popcorn, whatever you may need, whatever floats your boat. We're going to get in the thinking of a shoplifter and how they do and what they think. And again, this is going to be an admission from Tiffany Marie at XOTM. She also, to be noted, she dates a YouTuber, also convicted stalker harasser, Betty Keys. So we have a little bit of aspect of both elements of crime, if you will. But let's get into the shoplifter behavior.
Me up. You are so funny. They probably wouldn't even have noticed, but you did the right thing. You went back in. I can't say the same for myself. I've literally fucking whatever. If they don't, the rule is if they don't catch you walking out the door or in the parking lot, they can't do anything about it. Usually, if it's not over a certain amount, number one, you can.
So we're learning that the criminal in this aspect is taking advantage of the laws set in her state. And in this conversation, she says it's the rule, but she knows the the layout, and she knows exactly what customer service can and cannot do if she was caught in her criminal empire here. Let's continue.
Stealing TVs and shit. Like, your face will be on the fucking news. Like, I know I try to be really careful because around here, you fucking get your picture on Facebook. Like, the police will post your fucking picture. Oh my God, it's like terrible. When you get arrested in this town, everybody knows about it. Everybody. Oh my God, girl, I gotta show you. Well, I need to tell you the story first before I show you the article, because you'll think I was full of shit if I didn't tell you the story first. But remind me to tell you when I got arrested. And I'm gonna show you the article they wrote about me in the paper. Oh my God, the only time I ever got arrested over the stupidest shit.
All right, so I'm getting breaking news on this. Now, again, this is an old clip, people. I never heard it, and I know a lot of you have never heard it either. There are some in the community that have. But apparently, this is John Crime's daughter is the person that Tiffany threw the Dunkin Donuts coffee at. Now, I did not know that. And there's even the channel that he dedicated to getting this information out. I respect that move, and I'm just learning this as I'm making this video. Wifey just told me that. So somebody literally just texted her this. And I will put that in the description box. People should have, when this happened, people should have helped that woman, his daughter. People should have helped get her message out, because I've heard about this, and a lot of you watching this, you've also probably heard about the Dunkin Donuts thing, but Tiffany deflects it, and I mean, you cannot argue that. Out of her own mouth, she likes to say, if there's no receipt, it didn't happen. I mean, that's an admission. This is true crime, right? But what bothers me is the real story here got pushed under the rug, swept right under the rug. There was somebody who got, just they're doing their job. They're working a 9 to 5. They're not a YouTuber, and they get things thrown at them and disrespected, and then come on social media and lie about it, make that person out to be crazy, and just the most nonsensical things. Like if we're just taking this at face value, this video here, right? You have a coffee incident, you have, substance abuse, you have admission to shoplifting, and I didn't even play the lawsuit and everything else. There may be a part 2, okay? The problem is there's a lot of things there, okay? There's a lot of things there. But the delusion is none of this happens. I mean, you can't argue your own leaked audio. But, for years, none of this has happened. So just imagine what the woman, I don't know her name, and I don't want to, dox the woman or anything. But like I said, I was getting information. This is John Crime's daughter. I never knew that. If you honestly knew that, put it in the comments. And this happened a long time ago. This is just really out of control. Tiffany is a person who starts stuff with a lot of creators, and this is amazing, because this is just so crazy, people. But again, that's breaking news coming at you. I'm going to jump off this thing. We did a 7-hour live last night. You want to check it out. I'm actually tired from that. Not that streaming is physical or anything, but just, So I'll catch you guys on the next one. I hope this clears some misinformation up. I hope this clears some maybe some attacks if you've been attacked up on. I know channels have been falsely struck from this woman. I know that there's been a lot of things happening lately with Tiffany. I just wanted to, throw this out there, because we need the truth of anything. We need the truth. Shout out to the woman at the Dunkin Donuts who got coffee thrown at her and was belittled on social media to think that she's crazy, or that it merely didn't happen, or lesser than. No, that's not the truth. Till the next one. What's up, guys? Hope you enjoyed the video. Do me a favor, hit that like, subscribe to my clip channel at White Boy Radio Clips, and in the description box is the link to be a member. Become a member if you can. I'll catch y'all on the next one. Stay safe, stay smart. Peace.